The small suburban town was unusually quiet that afternoon when Sergeant Miller, a local police officer with a reputation for arrogance, pulled his patrol car behind a black SUV that had just rolled to a stop near a convenience store. Inside the vehicle sat General Marcus Hayes, a decorated U.S. Army general who had served the country for over 3 decades. Dressed in plain clothes, Marcus had just returned from visiting a nearby military base and had stopped to pick up some supplies. To Miller, however, all he saw was a black man in an expensive car who, in his mind, didn't belong in this part of town. With a sneer, Miller stepped out, hand already on his holster. "Step out of the vehicle now," he barked, voice laced with hostility. Marcus calmly complied, raising his hands to diffuse the tension. But Miller's aggression escalated. Without justification, the officer drew his firearm and pointed it directly at the general's chest.
"What are you doing here?"
"Hands where I can see them!" he shouted. Onlookers at the gas station froze, horrified by the scene. Marcus, though trained to stay composed under fire, felt the sting of humiliation. He tried to speak, but Miller kept cutting him off, assuming guilt where there was none. Then, with a measured tone that carried authority, Marcus finally said, "Officer, I advise you to lower that weapon immediately. You're making a grave mistake." Miller scoffed. "Don't tell me how to do my job." Just then, a black sedan pulled up, and 2 uniformed military officers stepped out, rushing over. They instantly recognized Marcus and saluted him sharply. "General Hayes, sir? Do you need assistance?" one asked loudly enough for everyone to hear. The crowd gasped, and Miller's face drained of color. He stumbled backward, realizing the man he had threatened wasn't just a random driver. He was a high-ranking Army general with authority that far outranked his own badge. "General?" Miller stammered, lowering his gun with shaking hands. Marcus fixed him with a cold, unflinching stare. "This isn't just about me," he said. "It's about every man and woman you've disrespected because of the color of their skin. Today you've shown the world exactly why trust in law enforcement is broken." Within minutes, the local police chief arrived on the scene, already aware of the chaos unfolding. He apologized profusely to Marcus, but the general made it clear that an apology wasn't enough. There would be consequences. Miller was placed under immediate suspension pending investigation, and the story spread across the news by evening. What began as an act of prejudice turned into a powerful reminder that true honor comes not from a badge or a weapon, but from respect, discipline, and justice.